Are you having a boy or girl?
A boy.
So how do you feel about the baby that you're carrying? Do you think this is a safe neighborhood to carry, to raise your boy?
Because last time some older dude, he was like 50 something, right in front of our building, killed him, shot him right to the head. So I'm really trying to move. Like they be doing too much. I mean, they be shooting. You would think it's fireworks.
Thank you so much for watching my trip to Greater Englewood. I am the founder of Destiny Resurrection. Part of our mission and focus is to uplift poor people. I was born and raised in the Greater Englewood neighborhood. I know personally what it means to live poor, not having available resources at my disposal.
Smell like garbage. Can you tell me how long this building here been vacant?
It's been vacant for a minute. I'm 20 something. So my granddaddy and them been around for like 20 something years. This been vacant for a minute. I know this store been closed since last year. They robbed
What happened to it?
They robbed Nick and ever since they robbed him at gunpoint, they shot him.
Are
He
you
almost died.
serious?
And he shut the store. Some little boys don't go in there and rob him.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Now, was he a black owner? Was he a Arab?
I think
What's
he's
he?
white, but he looked Arab. But he was old and he knew everybody. Like, that was Nick.
Man.
He been here for a long time. That when they robbed him last year, they almost killed him. I think they shot him in his stomach.
Dang.
Or something. And he shut the store. He ain't never opened
How
it.
old was the kids?
They was like 14, 15.
What? Did they leave out with anything?
I think some money, but it wasn't much money because this store, it was like he always helped the neighborhood. So them by doing that, they just messed up the people who he was helping in the neighborhood. Because they ain't getting much out of that. They ain't really got nothing else.
What?
While traveling through Englewood and West Englewood, my heart felt full of compassion to do my part and improve the condition of these two wonderful communities. I know we hear so much negativity about Englewood and West Englewood, and we tend to not associate good things with these communities. But there is good in these communities.
What do you think about the neighborhood here in Englewood? How is it?
I don't like it.
Why you don't like it, sister?
Because first off, they do too much shooting. And you would think it's the grown people, it's the little teenage boys that's coming up. I'm almost 30 and I ain't never seen all this shooting and stuff going on. Like, no. It be the little kids.
Let me tell you what I saw during my visit. I saw a lot of boarded up and run down houses and commercial buildings. There weren't hardly any businesses to begin with that brought a lot of substance and diversity. A lot of streets were bad. There were a lot, and I mean a lot, of empty lots everywhere. There were garbage up and down most of the main streets and where people live. There were a lot of overgrown and unkept lots, weeds almost everywhere. Most abandoned buildings, whether commercial or residential, look like it's been vacant for a century or more.
How long you been living here?
I've been here like 4 years, staying right here like almost 4 years.
What made you move in Englewood besides all the other neighborhoods? You know, if that's personal, you don't have to ask that.
No,
answer
it's
that
not
question.
personal. See, look, I'm a mama's girl. My mama stay up the street, so I was trying to be closer to my mama just because I wanted to move out the house, but still convenient to be. So that's the only reason I'm right here. But we from Bronzeville. We ain't used to this. At least in Bronzeville, we was all a community. Like everybody helped each other. We ain't had all this violence and stuff. But they around here, they be tripping. I don't like it staying out here.
I was able to take an up-close look at that garbage at some locations, and most of it had a horrible smell to it, and it makes me think some of that garbage has been on those sidewalks, on those streets, and in front of those businesses, and in front of those houses where people live with their children for a very, very long time. It's not that Englewood and West Englewood residents don't care. I believe most do. I think it's because some, if not most residents who lives within Englewood and West Englewood communities may be somewhat poor, and therefore may not be first priority on most people's lists, if you know what I mean. So with that said, I and Destiny Resurrection wants to do something about what I saw during my recent trip to Englewood and West Englewood. Therefore, I am elated to announce that Destiny Resurrection will be hosting a Greater Englewood Cleanup and Beautification Day. The time, date, and location is forthcoming, but it will be this August or early September.
If you had your choice, would you stay and improve Englewood, or would you leave for you and your family? It's like you expecting.
I'm 5 months. I'm trying to get away from it. And like it's gonna get no better, like it's getting worse. Like I said before, it's the little kids. Like y'all think y'all bigger than us or grown than It's the younger generation that's coming up. They've been wild.
And it smell like garbage.
Whether you live in the community or not, all are welcome to participate in this great movement.
If you had your choice, would you stay and improve Englewood, or would you leave for you and your family? It's like you expecting.
I'm 5 months. I'm trying to get away from it. And like it's gonna get no better, like it's getting worse. Like I said before, it's the little kids. Like y'all think y'all bigger than us or grown than It's the younger generation that's coming up. They've been wild.
What you think about all this, like how these wild weeds and stuff, and that you see a lot in Englewood, and you see a lot of
It's
trash,
abandoned buildings and all that. I don't know. They need
how
to
does that make
clean
you
it up.
guys feel?
They need to clean it up. If I wasn't pregnant, I would did it myself. But it's a lot of stuff the community could do to better the situation, but I don't even think they doing it. They don't even care. They be just watching, thinking it's all fun and games till it's happened to one of their people or somebody they know. Then they gonna be wanting to do something. But they don't care.
We are asking for the following donations, so please get your pen and paper out. These are the donations we are asking for. Large trash bags, shovels, rakes, gloves, kid sizes and adult sizes, real barrels, refreshments for volunteers, water bottles, unisex long sleeve coveralls. These are like janitor uniforms to protect us from the elements and debris. We would need children, teens, and adult sizes. We also are in need of hand sanitizers, face shields, face masks, gardening materials like plants and mulch.
On State Street. But you know, State Street is bad. They be killing each other now. It be people they know shooting over a little bag of weed or something. So I don't know. I just really don't like Englewood.
If you give it a level 1 to 10, How would you rate 10 as the best and 1 as the worst?
They at a 1 right now.
Wow.
It's steady getting worse.
We are also in need of heavy duty gloves because there are plenty of glass and sharp objects in a lot of areas. We also are in need of brooms, push brooms, first aid kits, goggles, hedge trimmers, ice chests, lawnmowers, leaf rakes, litter grabbers with rubber tips, no sharp tips please, hand towels, weed cutters, buckets, leaf blowers, large dustpans, safety vests, bug repellents, energy foods, wagons, truck, van, rental, such as a pickup truck to carry the supplies in to and from each block. We also are in need of anyone who has experience with gardening and landscaping. So if you are a florist, a gardener, if you are the owner of a landscaping company, we are asking you to please help us with this awesome task to improve Englewood and West Englewood.
Did you see how they just blew downtown for nothing? A miscommunication on the internet trend, and they just blew the downtown. We already ain't got nothing. I've been off work for 7 months, no unemployment, no money, no nothing. Just off work, getting money from my peoples. But still, like, they making it worse for us. You see Lori talking about something. Oh, we gonna be back on curfew from 8 p.m. to 6. They making it worse for us. And we the one trying to survive and do stuff for our family. They tripping.
Why you don't have any unemployment? Not to be personal.
Unemployment
You don't
talking about some penalty weeks. So I did that, paid them their money, and they still talking about some I gotta wait. I don't know, it's just been too long, but I just want to go back to work. I'm a workaholic. I be working like 3 jobs at one time. I ain't even used to this.
You can also, besides giving physical donations, you can also make financial donations, especially if you may not be able to attend the cleanup day and you may live out of the country or be out of town, or you live in another state or something. You can also make a financial donation. Please make your donations to the following. You can make your donations to Cash App at Destiny Resurrection. That's DESTINYRRECTION at gmail.com. You can also make a cash donation through PayPal at the same address. I'm going to repeat it. So you can make your PayPal donation to Destiny Resurrection at gmail.com. You can also make your donation through Google Pay. Email address is destinyresurrection at gmail.com. There is no amount too small. All donations will be greatly appreciated. Your donations will be used responsibly to improve the Greater Englewood community. If you can't attend as a volunteer, please consider joining us to uplift Englewood and West Englewood communities by sending your cash donations.
Wow. So what do you think that's going to solve the situation in Englewood? What can be done?
I don't know. Maybe they need somebody to talk to them or mentor. When me growing up, we had like community centers, mentors, and people who guide us to tell us like, don't do this because this was gonna happen, letting us know. I don't even think they got enough structure nowadays. The generation don't even want to listen to one another. So I don't know what's gonna help them because they don't like to listen. At least we was young, we did listen. You feel me? Like, oh, don't do this gonna happen. Right? They don't like to listen. It's just.
I have included in the description ways you can send donations and a list of supplies we need donated for this great and noble cause. I will also include in the description a link to register for the event. We just need a head count. So please, once you click the link, please include your name, email address, and your phone number. We will only contact you concerning this event. We will not share your information with any third parties.
How did it get bad? How did it get so bad? It's like that's the generation under you.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, what happened between your generation and that generation?
I don't know where they fell off the little train at, but it got worse because they do not like to listen. I mean, I got my ways, but look, I listen. They don't like to listen. My little brother, for example, he just graduated out of high school. Somebody said, oh, I'm finna go gangbang and do this, do that. No, like, that's the only way they think they can get some money is by robbing and stealing from each other. No, I told him, boy, you better go work a job like everybody else. There's too much money out here to be stealing and taking stuff from each other. Taking it out of little kids' mouth.
Why don't he want to go to college or get a training or something? Why would he think that the gangs is or the cliques is where to get the money?
He around. You know, now peer pressure is at its all-time high. He think because he around it, he see how fast they getting the money. They ain't gotta, you feel me, do extra stuff for it. So he think, oh, I'm gonna make fast money. No, I told him, like, boy, no, because if something happened to you, it's gonna be on you. You made that decision. They don't know how to make the right decisions.
How old is he?
He just turned 19.
He's still young.
Exactly.
Oh, Jesus.
State Street. But you know, State Street is bad. They be killing each other now. It be people they know shooting over a little bag of weed or something. So I don't know. I just really don't like Englewood.
If you give it a level 1 to 10, how would you rate? 10 as the best and 1 as the worst.
They at a 1 right now.
Wow.
It's steady getting worse. They need to get this together though. Cause I'm gonna be out of here in a minute. I don't got time. They act like it's normal. Like, I don't like that.
Wow.
I'm not used to all this chaos.
Yeah.
It's too much. But they don't care.
Thank you. Thank you all for your time, your donations, and your compassion for the people, the good people of Englewood and West Englewood community. Together, we can uplift, edify, inspire, and positively impact these communities for a greater good, for the benefit of the families that live in Englewood and West Englewood. The residents and children of Englewood and West Englewood will never be the same because of you. Thank you, and we will see you at the Greater Englewood Cleanup and Beautification event. If you can't come in the physical, please consider to send a cash donation to help this effort. Nothing is too small. Also, we would love you to watch our next video. I have some more things I want to share with you about my visit to Englewood and West Englewood. You can also contact us if you have any questions or concerns at destinyresurrection@gmail.com. Thank you once again. God bless.